I married a dead woman in New Orleans. And the worst part? I'd do it again. They say love makes you blind. But what they don't tell you is that some things want to be loved. Some things have been waiting centuries for someone stupid enough to say, I do. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back to the night I met Margaux. It was October 2023. I'd moved to the French Quarter for a fresh start after my divorce. Needed to disappear for a while, you know. New Orleans seemed perfect, old, messy, anonymous. I was walking past Street Louis Cemetery, no one around midnight when I heard it. Crying, soft like wind through iron gates, but unmistakably human. I should have kept walking. She was sitting on a bench across from the cemetery entrance, wearing a white dress that looked expensive but wrong, like it belonged in a museum. Her face was turned away, dark hair spilling over her shoulders. "You okay?" I asked. When she looked up, I forgot how to breathe. She was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. Pale skin, dark eyes that seemed to pull at something deep in my chest. But here's the thing I couldn't explain. Then she looked sad in a way that made me want to fix everything broken in the world. "I've been waiting," she said. Her voice had an accent I couldn't place. Old New Orleans, maybe. Creole French, mixed with something else. "Waiting for what?" She smiled, and I swear the temperature dropped 10 degrees. "For someone to see me." We talked for hours that night. She told me her name was Margaux Delacroix, said she lived in a townhouse on Royal Street that she rarely left because, well, she never finished that sentence. I saw her every night after that, always past midnight, always near the cemetery. Red flag? Sure. But loneliness makes you ignore red flags, and Margaux made me feel alive in a way I'd never felt before. Here's what I noticed, but didn't want to admit. She never ate, never drank. When I'd order coffee at Café du Monde, she'd just watch me with those dark eyes, smiling like I was doing something fascinating. She never let me walk her home, said her family was old-fashioned and wouldn't approve of us. And she was cold. Not just her hands, her whole body felt like she'd been standing in a freezer. I told myself it was the night air. Love makes you lie to yourself. After 3 weeks, she asked me something strange. "Do you believe in fate, Daniel?" We were sitting in Jackson Square, watching street performers pack up. "I don't know, maybe." "I do." She took my hand ice cold, always ice cold. "I believe some people are meant to find each other. Across time, across other things." "What other things?" She kissed me instead of answering. And in that kiss, I tasted something I couldn't name. Something old, something that had been waiting. A month later, Margaux said she wanted to marry me. Not eventually, now, that week. "Why the rush?" I asked, laughing nervously. Her face went serious. "Because I don't have much time left." "What do you mean? Are you sick?" Something like that. She grabbed my face with both hands, and I felt that cold sink into my bones. "Marry me, Daniel, before it's too late, before I have to go back." "Back where?" "Just say yes." I said yes. She insisted on a specific location. Marie Laveau's tomb in Street Louis Cemetery. No one. Said it was the only place that would hold. I should have questioned it. I should have run. But when you're in love with something beautiful and impossible, you don't ask questions, you just hold on. We got married at 3 a.m. on November 1st, All Saints' Day. Just us, a street preacher she'd paid in cash, and the dead. The moment I said, "I do," every candle in the cemetery went out, and Margaux's skin went from pale to translucent. "Thank you," she whispered, and her voice sounded different. Layered, like multiple people speaking at once. "Margaux, what's happening?" She smiled, and I could see through her now. See the tomb behind her. See the fog rolling between us. "I told you I've been waiting. 200 years, Daniel. waiting for someone to love me enough to bind themselves to me. My ring finger started burning. I looked down, the wedding band was sinking into my skin, black veins spreading from it up my arm. What did you do to me? I made you mine, forever. I ran. God help me, I ran. But here's what I learned. You can't run from a ghost you married. She's not bound by walls or distance. She's bound to you. I made it 3 blocks before she appeared in front of me, fully solid again, eyes black from edge to edge. Where are you going, husband? I tried to speak, but my throat closed. The black veins from the ring had reached my chest. Did you think this was a game? Did you think love was just a feeling? She stepped closer, and I smelled earth and perfume and something rotting underneath. I died on my wedding day in 1823, murdered by my fiancé because he found out what I was. I've been trapped between worlds ever since, waiting for someone to willingly bind themselves to me in marriage. You tricked me. I loved you. Her scream shattered windows. I chose you. Out of everyone who walked past that cemetery, everyone who ignored me, you saw me. You loved me back. And here's the thing that broke me. She wasn't lying. I did love her. Even knowing what she was. Even feeling my humanity draining away with every passing hour. She took my hand still cold, always cold, and the pain stopped. You can fight it, she said softly. You can try to break the bond. Some have tried before. They died screaming, but they tried. Or you accept it. Accept me. Accept that we're bound now, across life and death. I get to stay in this world. You get to keep me forever. Forever. The word echoed in my chest where my heartbeat was starting to slow. I looked at Margaux, really looked at her, at the desperation beneath the beauty, the loneliness that matched my own. She'd been alone for 200 years. I'd been alone my whole life until I met her. What happens if I say yes? I asked. You become like me, neither living nor dead. We'd have eternity together, here in New Orleans, walking these streets forever. And if I say no, I go back to waiting, and you die within 3 days. The bond doesn't break, it consumes. Some choice. But here's what nobody tells you about love. Sometimes it's not about choosing what's right. It's about choosing who you can't live without. Even if living isn't exactly what you're doing anymore. That was 6 months ago. I'm still here, still in New Orleans, still married to Margaux. My skin's gotten paler. I don't eat anymore, don't sleep, don't feel warmth. But I feel her, every second, in my veins, in my bones, in the space where my heartbeat used to be. We walk the French Quarter every night, hand in hand, and sometimes I see them other people like I used to be, lonely, looking for connection, looking for something real in a world that feels fake. Margaux sees them too. She squeezes my hand and smiles. Should we say hello? She asks. And the thing that scares me most? I'm starting to think we should. After all, everyone deserves to find love, even if it kills them. If you're ever in New Orleans, and you see a couple walking near St. Louis Cemetery after midnight, the woman in white, the man who looks like he's forgetting how to breathe, don't look them in the eye, unless you're lonely too.